The Bloodline's issues with each other deepen this week, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out some news for Uncle Howdy, Roman Reigns, and much more. Starting things off with the latest Uncle Howdy teasers. A lot of fans have been questioning if these teasers on WWE television is truly related to Uncle Howdy or not. And that is true technically speaking. It's not been confirmed or revealed to be fully Howdy. But the reason why everyone is assuming it's Uncle Howdy without any confirmation being needed is mostly due to the rollout of the return teasers. It's being handled exactly like Bray Wyatt's White Rabbit return rollout from 2022. There's songs playing in the arena, QR codes popping up on the screen, messages that lead towards coordinates, puzzles, just all things we saw from the White Rabbit rollout. So if they're reusing lots of the same things from the White Rabbit days, it has to be because this individual is very close to Bray Wyatt. That's why everything is so similar, and that's why everyone completely expects Uncle Howdy to be behind these teasers. But the April 19th edition of SmackDown featured many new Howdy teasers. The first one being a QR code that popped up on the screen. When scanned, the QR code takes you to an image of what appears to be a massive bird of some sorts. And when zoomed in on its head, there's a hidden text that reads, "I'm nobody." That then leads to another video that includes the message, quote, "I set them free out of the miry clay, open their eyes while you did nothing," end quote. So again, we have Howdy here potentially referring to his faction or group of people he is returning with, saying that he set them free and opened their eyes, while everyone just sat around and did nothing. So for the third week in a row, the words us and them have been used, a clear indication that Uncle Howdy is at least talking about a few individuals being with him. Then the teasers also contained another image of people holding up these fake bird sticks behind a brick wall. But the people in front of the brick wall were fooled into thinking that the fake birds were real and they were observing and pointing at them. So no words to go by on that message, but as they always say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. The pictures show us that the group is back in fooling the other people to see and believe in something that's not there and not real. Just a full deception of the common people. So that itself is a pretty deep picture, and it should have deeper meaning and purpose once the return is in full swing. It's sort of like with the White Rabbit teasers. Back during that time, they had pictures of Samson and Delilah, and a lot of people were confused by why those individuals were posted in the return teasers. But everyone eventually put the pieces together and they showed us Samson and Delilah because their story was very similar to the Fiend and Alexa's story. Delilah got close to Samson, found out his strength was his hair, and used that sensitive information to betray him. Alexa Bliss did a similar thing, getting close to the Fiend, making him open up and get vulnerable with his weakness, only to use everything against him and turn on him at WrestleMania 37. And that was followed up by Bray and Howdy trying to recruit Alexa back into the fold in late 2022, early 2023. So it may seem like a pointless picture right now, but they do have hidden meanings. And we're to assume that those hidden meanings will get more clear once the story is flowing again. There was also another strange moment on SmackDown that a lot of fans understood as another potential Howdy teaser. During the #1 contenders match for the WWE tag team titles, the lights in the crowd were much dimmer than usual, and strangely enough, almost everyone in the arena pulled out their flashlights on their phones and started swaying them back and forth. Just like a Bray Wyatt entrance with the Fireflies, right in the middle of this tag team match on SmackDown. So again, that's something where it's hard to tell what's going on there. Was it WWE's intention to start making the fans turn on the Firefly lights? Or was it something that the fans acted out all by themselves? It's hard to tell, but either way, it was really cool to see amidst all the other Uncle Howdy teasers that are going on. And speaking of tie-ins and full circle moments, fans have already started theorizing about who can be Uncle Howdy's first target. Some fans are saying that since Howdy apparently had a faction with him, what if he came after Bobby Lashley and the Pride? Uncle Howdy's last WWE televised appearance in 2023 was with an attack on Bobby Lashley during Smackdown. So does Howdy come back a full year later and look to finish what he started with Bobby Lashley? It's definitely a possibility that has fans exploring. There is no confirmed date of Uncle Howdy's return quite yet, but considering how they've been closely following the way WWE handled everything with the White Rabbit, it looks like they could keep that theme going by giving Uncle Howdy a premium live event return, the same way Bray had one at Extreme Rules 2022. And again, since the theme here appears to be following the footsteps of the White Rabbit, maybe we see Howdy appear in a post-credit scene at an upcoming premium live event. And instead of having the puppets in the crowd like Extreme Rules 2022, maybe Howdy has all of his soldiers and faction members spread out across the arena. In a way, having his return mirror Bray's 2022 return and pay homage to it. WWE is obviously spending a lot of time and energy building this return up, so it has to be handled in a big way like that. WWE Backlash is on May 4th, so maybe that's the date where the actual return can take place. But we'll have to see what the teasers continue to say. Solo Sikoa showed up this week with a whole new look and attitude. He jumped out of his truck with a suit jacket on, something that Solo has never been seen with on WWE television. Solo met with Paul Heyman outside of the truck and officially brought Tama Tonga into the Bloodline. A big important thing to point out right off the bat is that Paul Heyman is obviously caught up in between this messy situation right now and is walking the fence of this current situation. He wasn't even traveling with Solo and Tama. Usually the Bloodline all get out of the truck together, but if you watch this moment back, Heyman was already in the arena. Solo and Tama came out together by themselves. So even though Heyman is still a bit in, he's also still a bit out of Solo's current plans. Heyman warns Solo that he's still the heir and will be able to make these sorts of decisions one day, but he can't make them right now. Solo doesn't listen and heads out to the ring. The live crowd was already chanting, "We want Roman" at Solo and Heyman, a clear indication that Roman's upcoming babyface turn may be successful because the fans are already chanting for him to come back. As Heyman is about to label Roman as the tribal chief, Solo snatches the mic from Heyman's hand to introduce Tama Tonga. Tama led a bloody beatdown on Kevin Owens all the way to the ring, and it was followed by the reveal that Tama had rammed his car into Kevin's in the parking lot, something that Heyman once again had no clue about, but still received a warning from Nick Aldis to get everything under control. Solo and Tama are keeping Heyman around for the time being, but it's pretty clear that Heyman is on thin ice with them and extremely terrified of what they're doing as well. A lot of fans think that The Rock is the secret second tribal chief that's giving all these orders to Tama and Solo. And sure, maybe that's a reveal for down the line, but as of this moment, The Rock really isn't making any other televised appearance for a long time. So taking him out of the picture, it feels like Solo Sikoa is the new tribal chief that the Bloodline is taking orders from. But strangely enough, Solo Sikoa hasn't verbally and publicly claimed his position yet. It's clear that he no longer acknowledges Roman Reigns and is making his own orders. But the big moment we're waiting on now is for Solo to own his actions from the previous weeks, and declare himself as the new tribal chief. Once Solo verbally and officially declares himself as the tribal chief, that moment itself should officially kick off this civil war for real this time around. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.